Well, hello there, and welcome to today's episode where we're talking about feng shuiing your outdoor spaces. Now, before we get there, I wanted to take a moment to first thank you for checking out the podcast. If you're new, if you've been here a while, oh my gosh, thank you so much for your support. And I have such exciting news. I just am so excited right now. I am happy to report that I'm in the midst of my Feng Shui Master Teacher Training, my Interior Alignment Master Teacher Training. So interior alignment is a specific style of Feng Shui that I practice. And this whole journey began for me 2011. I actually started working with a woman one-on-one to learn about this because I knew I wanted to implement this in my work, and I wanted to really just grow and learn about it. And now it's like I've come this beautiful full circle. I did my interior alignment certification training in 2014 and then spent a while implementing and working with this work and understanding it. I did an advanced certification in 2018, and here I am. It's funny because I've been trying for the past couple years to get this master teacher training going. And it just was never the right time in my life with things going on, and it just didn't work out. And then COVID happened and I couldn't do it then. And now is the time, and I'm halfway through, and it has just, oh my gosh, just been such a fascinating experience to step into this teacher role. I've done this so long. I have so much experience implementing things and understanding things, working with clients. You know, I'm now working with clients from all over the world, and I'm so excited to now be able to train others in this feng shui. So I'm excited. The biggest part of this is my first training is going to be this September 2024. 4 weeks of online work followed by a week. This will be the first. It's going to be a long weekend in October. It's going to be a 4-day immersive retreat experience. You are going to just have this complete shift. Like I tell people, when I did my first training, I was not the same person ever again. It really just helped me see my home, my life through a different lens, through connecting to the cycles of nature, through using the 5 elements. And it's just been a completely transformative experience. And so I'm so excited to train other people and offer this for other people. So again, 4 weeks, it starts in September, 4 weeks of online, and then a 4-day immersive retreat experience in beautiful, sunny Florida. Who wants to go to the beach in Florida with me? It's going to be so fun. Plus, I always tell people, oh my gosh, you will make some of the most amazing connections. I have from my trainings doing this work, I keep in contact with so many people, and they're amazing, and you will make some of the best friendships doing this too. So if you have questions, reach out. I will also put a link in the show notes to learn more about this training. If you know someone who might be interested, please share this episode and the link with them as well. Thanks so much. We'll get into the episode. Welcome to Feng Shui Living, a podcast for busy women looking to de-stress and live with more intention. I'm Lisa Morton, and I'm passionate about helping you create a home that not only inspires you, but empowers you. Years ago, I was severely struggling with my mental health and wellness, and while I'd implemented yoga, meditation, therapy, and more, I just could not find that missing piece of the puzzle. And that was until I explored my home. You see, the interior designer in me had made it beautiful, but it wasn't supporting me energetically. Fast forward, and I've now been in the interior design industry for 20 years, and I've devoted the past 10 years to Feng Shui and a holistic design approach. In this podcast, I'll be sharing with you interviews, stories, and knowledge, as well as some super easy, simple tips that you can take on today. If you're looking to be more intentional and create a life and home that you love, then you're in the right place. Hi there, friends. I hope you're doing well. In today's episode, we're talking about feng shuiing your outdoor spaces. I don't know about you, but I've been spending a lot of time outside. My husband and I have really been sitting out, enjoying the fire pit. The pool is now open, just sitting outside, listening to the bugs at night. And it feels so good. And so today I wanted to talk about how you can feng shui your outdoor spaces, because once you start implementing this work into your interior spaces, it feels really good and you just feel balanced, right? So we also want that for our outdoor spaces, and it's easy and it's fun, just like inside. So here we go. I have several tips I'm going to share with you. And remember that so many things that we take from the inside can also implement. So we're going to talk about the bagua, the 5 elements. You can implement this into, everything, down to like your garden in the backyard. I recently had someone reach out, can I feng shui my garden? Yes, definitely. All right. So this also applies no matter your space beyond your garden. So if you have a patio, if you have a small porch, if you have a balcony in your apartment, if you have, a big backyard oasis, this will work for you. Number 1, kind of expected, clean and tidy. Get rid of the debris from plants, clean up, pull those weeds, clean and clear clutter. Do you have, maybe an outdoor chair with an old ratty pillow or cushion? Is a cushion stained and moldy and like ready to be replaced? Just do a little inventory. Tidy, clean, clear clutter, and do inventory. Know if it's time to edit something and replace or upgrade, or just if it's time to edit. All right. Also think about creating this welcoming entrance. Just like inside our homes, we talk about the mouth of chi, the front door. The front entrance to your favorite outdoor space also is that mouth of chi going into that space. Is it welcoming? Does the door open well to go out to this space? Do you have a gate and the gate is the lock is really hard to get open? Can you improve that and make it easier and more welcoming to walk in? Remember to use privacy. Create a sense of privacy and protection and coziness with fences, with hedges, with trellis, with beautiful flowering vines growing up. Create that sense of cozy comfort. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about, we talked about cleaning, tidying, and getting that comfort. 2 is curved lines, soft lines, and just getting this meandering flow. So in feng shui, we don't want to necessarily focus on sidewalks directly straight. It's nice to have a meandering flow of a sidewalk or a path or a walkway. If you're doing a walkway through your outdoor oasis, maybe instead of having a straight line of those pavers, maybe make a nice meandering path. This will slow down the energy from going quite so fast, and it will bring a little more peace and balance to the space. These curving or meandering paths really will help your body just feel at ease. And this also applies to pools. If you are building a pool, I always recommend something a little rounded shaped. What is that, kidney shape or something rounded. It's not recommended to have a rectangular pool. In my case, I have a rectangular pool. So we had to be intentional with the things that we put around it to soften those harsh corners. We have a lot of smooth, big river rock that we place throughout. Those smooth, rounded edges of the river rock help, balance out the harsh points of the rectangular pool. We also have big rounded pots that we place in the corners to help soften those edges. Just like in our home, we don't want those sharp points or edges like pointed towards our body for extended periods of time. We also don't want that outside. Hey, it's Lisa from Feng Shui Living. I'm always telling my clients and followers to invest in quality bedding for a good night's sleep. Well, let me share a little secret. Cozy Earth's bedding is my absolute favorite. It's made from bamboo, it's incredibly soft and breathable. My husband loves it because he says it's really cooling. I love this product so much that I reached out to them because I want you to fall in love with it too. They gave me this amazing code for 30% off plus a free gift. use code Cozy Pure Living on their website. I'll add a link in the notes. That's Cozy Pure Living, all caps, one word. And again, receive 30% off plus a free gift. Trust me, you won't regret it. Cozy Earth will transform your sleep experience tonight. Number 3 is balance the elements. Just like inside, we want to balance the elements outside. We have this 5-element system in Feng Shui that we work with: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Okay, and this is how we describe energy flowing in Feng Shui. It flows with the energy of wood. It flows with the energy of fire, of earth, of metal, and it flows with the energy of water. Has its own vibe, right? So to bring these into your space, I'm going to go through a list and hopefully you'll be inspired. So to bring in the wood element. So the wood element, we'll bring it in through flowers, through plants. It's easy because we're outside, right? You're probably going to already naturally have a lot of wood element around you. Also green coloring and vertical stripes. Okay, this will lift your energy, make you feel good, make you feel excited to have people over and have a barbecue and have fun. The fire element, we bring in through your fire pit, through candles, through lighting, lanterns, the color red and fuchsia. Now, I don't encourage a lot of fire element in those summer months because we're already hot and sweaty, right? We want to cool down a little bit. So be very mindful if you bring in those bright red, fuchsia, fiery colors and fire elements in, that you don't bring in too much, because I really want you to relax in your outdoor space. I want it to be an oasis of just relaxation and joy and just comfort. The earth element, it's all about grounding and feeling centered and focused. So if you want to do yoga maybe in your outdoor space, I would bring in a little more earth element, lean a little more earthy. You can bring in the earth element through rocks, like I had those, the river rock, through pavers, through stones, clay pottery, any type of woven texture, like a textured rug or textured cushion on a chair. The colors of brown, tans, beiges, square shapes, and then also rocks and crystals. I love rocks and crystals, and burying crystals can be fun. If you don't want to have crystals out, I actually have a few beautiful sparkles nestled amongst the river rock. So you'll be looking at the rock and you see a beautiful little sparkle of an amethyst, and it's really pretty. But you can also bury them. You can bury them around your space to infuse the space with that energy. I love, if you're looking for an energy of protection, I love black tourmaline and hematite. I also love amethyst for really, really bringing balance to the energy. And then every home, indoor, outdoor, can always benefit from rose quartz because it feels so nice. It's that loving, compassionate feeling. So you can bury these around the perimeter. You can also put them in pots. A lot of times I'll have a pot going on with the flowers and everything and greenery, and then I'll nestle a couple stones in on top because it's pretty and then it gives that vibe. And the plants absolutely love the stones. Our next element is metal. We want to make sure we have metal, and this is probably going to be easy if you have outdoor furniture. Wind chimes, also the colors of gray and white, or pastel colors. If you're bringing cushions or pillows into your outdoor space that are a pastel color, they're also going to be considered a metal element and represent that focused energy. And also circular shapes around table, cocktail table, little end table next to you. That will bring in the metal element. And next we have water. Water is brought in through a pool. If you have a pool, there's your water element, but also fountains, and that could be a big fountain, a big outdoor fountain, or even maybe a tabletop fountain on your balcony. Water can also be brought in through the colors of blues and blacks, and then any type of wavy pattern. So I have a rug in screened-in porch that has this. It's not blue, but it has this cool watery, wavy design to it, which is excellent to bring in that water element. It also brings in a wood element because it's green, but it has that wavy pattern, that wavy movement to it that connects to the energy of water and fluidity. So those are our 5 elements. We want to bring each of those elements into our space. So next time you're in your favorite little outdoor space, look around. Do you see wood element? Do you see plenty of fire? Do you see plenty of earth, metal, and water? Okay, now keep in mind I did say keep the fire down a little bit or else you're going to just feel hot and sweaty. You want to avoid red cushions on your chairs. You're going to have a really hot summer. All right, so let's touch on the bagua. I have 2 more things I want to go over. The bagua is next. So the bagua is this tool, this energy map of these 9 energy centers in your home. And this can also apply to your outdoor space. So you can align it and look around. The center of your space, if you do nothing else and don't want to get into the bagua map, the center of your space is connected to health and your well-being, and it will connect to every other space. So find that centermost area and love on it. Make sure the flowers look extra great. If that's the fire pit, make sure it's nice and tidied up. Make sure the chair cushions are adjusted. Okay, so that's just a great place to start, right there in the center of your outdoor oasis, and then go from there. And the last thing I want to talk about today in creating your outdoor oasis is plants. Now, you probably have, we talked about the wood element, you probably have a lot of plants already. Maybe you have a view of trees or shrubbery or something already in your yard. But when you're bringing plants in, we always want to make sure they have soft, rounded leaves. Think of like a fern. If you touch a fern, how delicate is that? It just feels so soft and delicate. We want that feeling. We want that feeling with our plants. We want to avoid anything pokey or spiky, just like those corners of those angles. We don't want those corners coming at us for a long time. In Feng Shui, we call these poison arrows. We also don't want these points of plants coming at us for a long time. So always, always be sure to avoid cacti. I love cacti. They're cool to look at, but you don't want them surrounding your body for long periods of time. Look for soft, rounded leaves. I love, peace lily. I love cool palms with soft, delicate leaves. There's so many great plants. I love a jade, a money tree. A lot of those are indoors, but I'll bring them outdoors too. So when you're looking for plants, soft, rounded leaves, also be mindful of the color if you're buying flowers and bringing them in. Are they red? Are they pink? Are they yellow, purple? Maybe a nice combination to create balance. Well, friends, I can't wait to hear about your outdoor oasis. I want to hear how you make it feel just so balanced and so comfortable and cozy. Again, we talked about tidying, clearing clutter, and getting that cozy space and providing that sense of security and protection, okay? We talked about the soft curving lines when you're designing things and laying paths out. We talked about balancing those 5 elements, bringing each of those 5 elements into your space. We talked about the bagua, which again, don't stress over it if you don't want to get into the whole bagua. I can do this for you. You can reach out and we can do a consultation, or you can simply look at that main center area of your home. And then when you're selecting plants, here's the other thing with plants too, is make sure once they're spent, you toss them, right? Take them back out to nature or something, but don't. I see some people hang on to plants and hang on to plants and hang on to plants, and they're just dying, right? This brings in that negative energy, so we don't want that. Let it go. It's time to let it go. Let it go. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you want to get a free 15-minute discovery call with me, head over to my website. I offer this to anyone. Free 15 minutes. We'll chat. We can talk about your outdoor oasis. We can talk about something else you're looking to do. I'm also offering Feng Shui audits here on the podcast. We've done a few. I have one that I think is going up next week. That was super fun. We can talk about your home, your office, your artist studio, whatever you want to talk about. We're going to talk about how to properly lay it out and how to best lay it out to support you and your goals. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. I will see you next time. Special thanks to our production company, Influencer.tv, the WELT 95.7 studios, and our sponsor, Good She. For more information, head over to the show notes. Be sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and give us a 5-star review. I'll see you next time.